Welcome to Robot House. I'm your host, Jason. With me today are Pat and Mark.
I thought your name was Guy Smiley.
No, that's somebody else.
Patrick
Warburton could play Guy Smiley in a Sesame Street movie.
He could.
He should.
We also have a very special guest, the translator from the Nintendo Switch conference. Oh wait,
hey, I'm happy to be here. Something.
I will
this
be
game
translating.
is coming in fall.
I will be translating for Jason.
Mushrooms?
I heard it was pretty bad.
I don't even think this Sega guy said what that guy said he said. Like, I think, because he's a very prominent director, and he was dressed as a character or something from the Yakuza games. So I'm pretty sure he announced the Yakuza game, and the translator had no idea what he was saying. So he just said, Sega will be making games for the Switch. We're excited about it.
In reality, he's saying, give me all your money.
Yeah. Before we get further, Steve will be joining us about midway through. We're talking about the Nintendo Switch event and the Fire Emblem Direct that just happened as of this recording today. Well, yeah, let's get that out of the way. That translator was terrible. I don't know what happened, but the minute Suda came out, that dude just fell apart.
He gave up.
And then I look at the actual transcript of what Suda said, and it doesn't sound as half-assed as what ended up in the actual presentation. He said, we're making a game, Travis will be in it, but we can't really talk about any details yet. That's fine. It's probably going to be a 2018 game. I'm curious to what he's going to do with it. I personally don't care that much about Travis Touchdown. I like No More Heroes, but you're not supposed to like Travis.
Too bad.
Some people just like the anti-hero, Jason.
He's not even an anti-hero. He's just horrible.
He's an ultra-violent otaku.
Though he did do the Borderlands intros before Borderlands, so I got to give Suda credit for that.
Yep.
But I don't want No More Heroes on the Switch because you can't hold a Joy-Con up to your ear like a cell phone. Hello, Travis.
I mean, that's the one drawback, but I mean, they dropped that for No More Heroes too, so.
Well, yeah, because that's a different type of game. But they cap it off with a phone call from her mom, though. I still think that's the funniest thing.
Yeah. Maybe she'll try to, if you use the actual screen there, maybe she'll try to do, like, voice chat.
Yeah, well, yeah, that'll be fun, a video chat. Disconnect your console now. Really? He would do something that annoying.
It could be an Easter egg for people that, you know, like, hey, just how people didn't know about the first one because you didn't turn up your volume on the controller.
No, the game tells you to do it. The first time.
It does.
It definitely does the first time.
All I know game's doing is be sure that you don't have anything near you when you swing a Wii remote.
Well, the two Joy-Cons imply that he's going to have dual wielding.
Yep. And Shinobu's probably going to come back, so she'll probably have dual katanas as well.
That'd be nice.
Henry,
oh
my god, Henry.
Henry, yeah.
He'll get a mask like Kylo.
Mark, use his full title. Sir Henry Motherfucker. Why is he British if he's Travis's brother?
I don't know.
None of that game makes any sense.
That's the point. It doesn't happen.
I know, but still. Anyway, we kind of got.
We jumped ahead quite a bit.
Well, no, I think we had to talk about that whole mess.
The elephant in the room
with the translation. Yeah, those are the two. I mean, we can't really say much else about No More Heroes, so we might as well do it now. We know Sega. We're gonna get a Sonic game besides Mania.
And Project 2017.
They didn't announce that though.
Yes, it's not there, but it's been confirmed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I wonder what other Sonics they can add to make that game even more incomprehensible. I can't think for the life of me. They have classic Sonic. They have the new
Modern.
Sonic. I think they're going to add
Sonic.
Yeah, modern Sonic.
Boom Sonic, baby.
I think that's all. They can add Boom Sonic. They can add. I want to say. Oh, they could add Secret Ring Sonic and consider him a different Sonic.
Where Sonic?
No.
God damn.
That's over. Thank God.
Hey, it exists.
And the biggest news, Sonic Heroes is getting a Fire Emblem sequel. No, I'm kidding. We'll talk about that at the end of the show. No. Let's see. First off, I wanted to talk a little bit about the hardware. The Joycons in particular, with all their weird new features. The one that got me the most is HD Rumble.
Finally, the idea of shaking an ice cube glass.
Well, the way that I think that's about the simplest analogy you could use. I'm sure we'll get a bartender game on Switch because of it, but
Tappers 2017.
you added too many ice cubes. Mission fail. No, he wanted a less strong bourbon. No.
Oh my.
But the stuff they can do with that sounds interesting, and apparently 1-2 Switch has a lot of it. But I'm not going to get 1-2 Switch. I don't really need it, so...
That thing
Why not, Jason?
Well, we'll get to that when we talk about games, but for now...
Well, how did everybody feel about, were you guys generally surprised about the March 3rd release?
Yes,
Nope.
I was very surprised. I thought it would be closer to the end of the month.
Mm.
But I guess they're cutting it close as it is. This fiscal year ends in March.
Mm-hmm.
So, or is it February?
Yeah.
It's March or February. Or not February, but April. But either way, this gives them 2 weeks to sell 2 million units, which they will. They've already sold out of pre-orders.
Not everywhere.
No, most places.
Most places.
Mm-hmm.
GameStop sold out already.
Besides, Patrick, even if Walmart does take them, it can pull a Walmart and cancel them anyway.
They can
You're
just say,
right.
"Oh no, you're getting a different shipment." They don't have to hold.
And here's a $10 gift card for your inconvenience.
That'll make it all better.
Mm-hmm.
Here are 2 free passes, but there are 5 of us. Here are 2 free passes.
I like that they're trying to bring back LAN gaming too, wireless LAN in this case, but that'll be fun. Because we're all going to have Switches, and then if we bring them all the cons, we don't have to play a split screen for any of the games.
And walking hand in hand with March 3rd, is everybody cozy with the price, or?
That's pretty much what I expected.
Yeah, 250-300 was the ballpark it was budgeted for. I know why it's not coming with a game, because that's going to be what they do for the holiday. So I'm not too choked up about it. It would have been 1-2 Switch anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, I wish they would have packed that in though, because it's gonna be one of those games where it's like, oh, okay, and then you'll play the cow milking game and you'll never put it back in the system.
One reviewer compared it to a sexual act, milking the cow. So that's something. Apparently,
Clearly,
you could feel the milk coming down as you do the motion.
oh.
This person sounds like he really enjoyed this game. Yeah.
Open mind, Pat. Open mind.
I don't have one of those. No, not an open mind, just not a mind. I don't have one of those.
No, it's right to assume it was a man. I'm sorry. In this case, it was a woman.
Now we'll know how Kimihito felt in that Monster Musume chapter. Yay.
Poor guy, Kimihito.
Yeah. But I don't know.
By the way,
300.
that happens a lot in that artist's previous work, especially with Minotaur Girls. So I'm thinking maybe that's a thing of his.
But 300's okay. We were braced for that.
For
I think
everything that comes with the Joy-Cons and how expensive they are separately, that's the bulk of the price.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't care. It's chargeable with a USB-C, which is what you use for phone, I assume?
Some phones and tablets use USB-C, yes. Yeah. That's the newest charging way, so it's like the fastest charger.
Yeah, it charges ridiculously fast. The Joy-Cons charge for 3.5 hours, and then they last 20. They didn't say anything for the actual Switch, but I have to assume it's like in that ballpark. Not battery life, obviously, but just speed of charging. That's largely irrelevant for me because I'll barely ever use portable mode. But
there are so many accessories for this thing.
The carrying cases I saw coming. The ones for the games scare me a little bit. But again, I'm going to go mostly digital. I don't need a billion little carts laying around.
Speaking of that, we are still at 32 gigabytes.
Well, the more they put in, the worse battery life is going to be. And I don't know. I just I'm fine with 32 initially.
Isn't that like either solid state or flash memory?
It's solid state, I think. It's probably flash. What do they typically use in tablets?
Flash, I think.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah.
It's something more stable than, and the SD cards are for your downloads. So I mean, and it's an SDXC, so you can get like 100 gigs fairly cheap.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that card.
The max game size tops out at 32 gig. So
I think Breath of the Wild needs at least 2 gig
for
an install base.
Is 30. If you go digital, it's 30.
Yeah.
Or 28 or 30, something like that. But if you buy the game, it still needs an install of 5 gigs to help loading, like with Xeno.
Yeah,
that's fine. Makes sense.
Yeah, that. Oh, I think we're gonna get Steve here in a minute.
Okay.
I have there he is.
Hello, Steve. Hey.
We haven't even talked about games yet.
We're just still on the console itself, so.
Yeah.
We're
get out. All right.
So we take some time. We're almost done with it, though. We were talking about battery life. But did you have anything to say about like the Joy-Cons or anything like that?
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it's probably already kind of been said. It's just I'm pretty impressed with the console as a whole. I think especially some of the features that that it's capable of doing, like they were showing with like the distance and things like that. It's just
you use it to eat a sandwich, Steve? Is the important question.
Or milk a cow.
I mean, obviously, some of those are pretty ridiculous ways that it's just going to be those dumb party games like they were showing. But, I mean, I think that some games might have an interesting way of incorporating some of those features. So, I mean, at least interested to see how that works.
What I've been seeing online, this is like them testing for VR. Like, obviously, the Joy-Cons as a VR controller are very similar to what people use for the Oculus, though slightly more advanced. I don't think the Oculus has the distance or shape detection either, so.
I mean, everyone seems to be going that way too, so they probably are at least planning it.
Sony's bombed, apparently. And
they
don't
have any games, dude.
Well, that's the problem, but like only like hobbyists buy Oculus. It's too expensive for regular gamers. It's like $3,000, I think.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. The problem with the PSVR is that they released Neo, and they're like, well, if you want the best experience, use Neo. And I think we can all agree no one wants to buy a PS4 again.
No.
If theirs is working fine. Neo didn't do too well either, from what I understand. So.
Are you talking about their new system?
Yeah.
They call it the Pro.
Oh yeah, that's right. They changed the name. I'm curious about the Xbox Scorpio because the one is really underpowered. But again, my Xbox runs fine. The only reason I'd want a new one is if it's a little smaller. But I don't have a 4K TV. I don't care about that. I don't know anyone who has a 4K TV, really.
No one really should have one. The
They look
technology
nice,
still
but
new.
I'm not paying extra.
If you want to
I can't
get
even
the
think.
full 4K experience, you really can't get it
No.
unless you have like a player and the disc and the TV.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get anything in 4K. Definitely not any TV shows in 4K. You watch
There's
some
a
stuff on
bunch
Netflix.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Netflix
Mhm.
has 4K, but it's terrible.
Yeah.
I can't use it with my setup anyway. I'd have to buy like $7,000 worth of stuff to even get close to a 4K setup. Not worth it. And okay, that's one other feature. 1080p with the Switch as long as it's docked. 720.
Finally.
720. No, I think there was a 1080.
Yeah, we use 1080p.
But I can't think of any games that actually did 1080. Some people said Mario Kart was, but apparently
It
not.
probably was.
No, apparently it was 720.
Yeah, it was
I don't know. What about Xenoblade?
No.
No.
Okay, I didn't know. I haven't played it yet. So.
First of all,
That
the
would
Wii U
take 17 years to load up. No, trust me, and people would be vomiting at the character models. No, no, but it'll be interesting. Like I'm sure Skyrim will run at 1080.
Of course.
Some of the other games, but again, that's not that super important to me. I am gonna probably get a new TV this year, but
now it's a good time to buy.
Yeah.
Won't they go on sale for the Super Bowl though?
No.
What?
People pay
people buy
anything
them
for
and watch
well, because
the
they
game.
just return them anyway. So why would
Exactly? That's exactly what happens.
My team didn't win. I mean, I wasn't satisfied.
Okay, so
Sir, you never paid for this TV. You just walked right out the door. I would like a gift card then.
real things that happen at Walmart.
And then they take the gift card to the Giant Eagle and get 60% of it in cash.
That machine is so dumb. Okay, so let's get the games. First up, Grand Theft Auto Mario. No, Mario Odyssey.
I've seen that YouTube video.
That mod is horrifying. That actually, once I found out it was called New Donk City, a lot of it clicked for me. But what did everyone think about that?
I thought it was another Sonic adventure.
Everyone seemed to, but I knew it was a level. They don't traditionally do hubs anymore.
As soon as I saw Dixie's Cafe or something, it's like, okay, this is Mario.
There was Dixie Street. There was Diddy Avenue. Apparently, it's a weird mix. It's a weird mix of different stuff. The people are dressed like it's the 20s. The city is a modern layout, but there are 1970s taxi cabs. Only taxi cabs, apparently. So it's just kind of weird.
So this place will also be home of the donkest memes.
Apparently, as you get higher up in the city, more Mario stuff starts to show up, like girders and springs and whatnot. So that'll be interesting. The whole island is shaped like a banana. Apparently, if you get high enough, you can see the shape of it. So that's neat. The story for this is obviously Bowser kidnaps Peach.
What?
And Mario
That's a big surprise there.
Has to search an alternate Earth, apparently, to find them. My theory is, based on all the rabbits, Bowser's hat is a magician's hat, and Mario gets sucked into that. So I think magic will be a theme of this game.
It's like that Teen Titans episode, from the good series.
Go? I don't remember that. I've seen all 7,000 episodes of Teen Titans Go.
In one day.
Well, yeah, that's all Cartoon Network plays now.
for a daily marathon.
The other worlds they showed, I think they did the city just to show how weird this game's going to be. They showed a creepy forest.
I think they did the city for the sake of scope.
I think, yeah, the forest looks huge too, but you're right. Implying New York City means that level's going to be huge as hell.
You mean huge as hell?
No, he's not allowed in New York anymore.
What are you talking about? He still lives there.
No, his wife lives there. By the way, we're paying for that.
I know, isn't that nice?
But they're going to kick him out of the city soon. They can't, like, the fact that they have to have a Secret Service detail for her everywhere and a motorcade, they're not going to allow that. They're going to make her leave. So that should be fun to deal with. At any rate, back to Mario. We're talking about Pauline, everybody. Pauline.
God, we haven't seen her in forever.
Not since the first Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Where, just wow. I don't know if Mario chose right in that case.
Remember when Bowser...
What do you mean, Jason?
I'm just saying. According to Miyamoto, Mario's 23, and Pauline is the same age. And I'm just saying that seems like a winner there.
Remember when Bowser went to Sarasaland and he paid Sniffits to shoot vegetables on him? I do.
None of that, except for the word "sniff it." That was a complete nonsense sentence. Anyway.
Good God.
Anyway, let's get on. Let's talk about the other parts of the level. The forest.
Hey, that segue was perfect because there's a lion that you ride that looks like the Sarasaland lion.
It does. I'm curious if that's one of the areas. And they just changed the people from mushrooms to cactuses, which would be hilarious. Let's see. There's the cactus land they've shown before. It seems like each level will have a little city too. The forest, they showed a city in that as well, or Mario on a hill next to a city freaked out. So I think there's a ghost area. Some weird cell-shaded cooking level with Chef Brothers.
It's a crossover with Cooking Mama.
They throw frying pans instead of hammers. I kind of want that to be a power-up. They could also be called Game & Watch Bros. Frying pan? No? Come on? Okay.
We ain't taking that bait.
But all the worlds they showed had crazy variety in the art styles. So that's going to be neat. It looks like one of the goals in the cell-shaded world is to actually cook stew. So that'll be fun. That's the second time Nintendo's used that for a level conceit, though.
You have to have Mario take a giant watermelon to a juicer again.
Level. No,
yeah.
I hate that. The whole
Is that in Sunshine?
That was in Sunshine.
That's what I thought.
Ugh. They said it's going to be closer to Sunshine in 64 than Galaxy, so that'll be fun too.
The music seemed Galaxy-esque to me.
Well, I think they did that because of the Odyssey title.
Mm-hmm.
Mario is literally traveling the world looking for Peach. Though Bowser's
Instead
advertising...
of Luigi doing that.
Bowser's advertising the wedding. We've seen it on bus stops. So the location must be publicly known.
Yeah.
Why is he so dang stupid, man?
Well, he probably has to collect something.
Yeah.
It's just Bowser comes up with these plans and they're just so dumb.
Some of them almost work.
Yeah, I know, but
I mean, his plan was to run you over with that pimp car in 3D World. And now he's dressed like a pimp, so it's like...
I like that he built his own highway. He's like... I love that. I hope that car comes back.
It probably will. I mean, maybe you'll chase the car throughout.
Well, I guess it would be a limo now with cans tied to the back. That'd be funny. The one thing I do want different in this is less boss repetition.
Yep.
There's no excuse for that crap now.
What do you mean, Jason?
Well,
We have to kill King Caliente again.
yeah. 3D World had 5 bosses, it's safe to say. And all they did is add more of the boss to make it harder.
It's the blue variant. It's harder.
So basically, someone was playing Super Mario Maker on you and kept on doing this, making this level harder.
I think that's the only
by adding
aspect of
more
the game where it seems rushed to me.
Yeah.
Like, they ran out of time to get some bosses in there, but I'm sure they'll do better.
I'm just glad they're rabbits and not the Koopalings. I granted the Koopalings have not been in a 3D Mario game, but I think maybe they've been listening to people have enough of them lately.
Probably. Which is odd, because they were clamoring to bring them back. Not like 3 years ago.
Are you saying that the fans can be on?
No, not at all.
I'm not even gonna finish that.
But those rabbits look like real thugs too. That's the best part. You'd think they'd be cute, but no, they're horrifying. They're like the cover of that Goosebumps book.
Oh yeah. I like how some folks were quick to say, "Oh, maybe there's no such thing as the Mario Rabbids thing. It's maybe the person meant rabbits, but apparently they're still 2 different things."
No, that's a real game. I'm afraid at this point. The E3 reveal. Because Ubisoft waits for the maximum amount of attention before they announce stuff. Fans of Assassin's Creed will go back to Ezio's time for a special mission where he meets his cousin, Mario. His other cousin, Mario, who is Mario from the video games.
That'll cost $80.
Well, they already reference Mario in Assassin's Creed too. It's actually really insulting because it's a real Italian historical figure. He says it's to me, Mario.
So we
might as well put Mario in there and be done with it.
So one of our cap upgrades is going to be able to just throw it into a person and cut him in half. Then, huh?
I would be shocked if you couldn't give it like fire or ice. Maybe
Makes
throw
sense.
multiple hats at a time so you can jump on them like mini platforms.
There's probably one that acts like maybe your hat that acts like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like kind of like Link's paraglider, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you know what? I ordered a magic leaf. Yeah. So, any other thoughts on Mario before we move on?
I need it.
I agree.
I can understand why it's not a launch title because they don't want to cannibalize with Zelda. But then again, they have cannibalized with Zelda in the past, but they want Breath of the Wild to be the opening volley.
I think at this point it's fine. March is actually filling up quite a bit since this. So I actually put on a few games that they mentioned. Well, one in particular. But so
Just Dance.
No. There's actually 5 unique games. But I will get to those in a second. Does anyone want to talk about 1-2-Switch at all? I think we've said all we need to say about it.
Has anybody seen Tron?
Does anyone have a mom? Well, here's the game you get your mom.
That's very true. Seems like a mom game.
I think even Mom would say, "Can I just play Zelda instead?"
I don't even think it's the kind of thing that you would actually get friends together and play at a party. It's the kind of thing you play at like a family get together.
Yeah,
It might be a decent drunk game though.
No, because all you're gonna do
You'd be
is
surprised what people can drink from. This is Pittsburgh, sir.
Are you implying that people will make a cup out of the game and drink from it?
I'm implying that they'll drink for any reason here.
Oh, for. I thought you said from. I'm like, how are you doing that?
Throw your
The
ball.
only utility this game has is to make fun of your 13-year-old cousin. A little fast on the draw there, Billy. Got some practice? Shut up.
Speaking of things you do with your hands, there's another game.
Yes.
Arms.
Now, I feel like Project should be in front of this, but Arms is fine.
Yeah, I'm okay with
They've
it.
only shown 6 characters, and they've already kind of proven to me that what the arms are made of affects how they handle.
That seems to be the most logical thing to become out of something like that.
They did plagiarize Darkstalkers, though. The mummy with extendable fists. Kind of been done. The only character I haven't seen is the second girl. I don't know what her arms are made of.
I mean, this whole game is plagiarizing Sonic the Hedgehog, so come on.
No. They actually have more uses for their arms than Sonic did.
And Springman from Mega Man 7.
And Luffy.
Oh, yeah.
People already said the 3 DLC characters should be Dhalsim, Luffy, and can't think of the last one. Inspector Gadget, that's it.
Go, kick your ass.
Go, Gadget Arms.
That's too dang funny.
Oh, and Lanky Kong, that's the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good God. That crazy orangutan.
I said with a twist that Lanky would use his feet to fight. Because he can do handstands. And they don't hurt.
I'm proof positive they want Little Mac to be in this game, too.
I don't know. I would think.
Or maybe that cheating guy, the Irish guy from the Wii version.
That's Potato O'Reilly. If we're going by no, that's a conventional naming scheme for Punch Out.
No, it's Spuds McKenzie.
Jeez. If you think
Jason's not lying about that.
Yeah, he's not Vodka Drunksky, Bear Hugger from Canada, Glass Joe from Dragon
France.
Chan, the guy who fights with a stick and doesn't box at all.
I know. I think those are 2 different people.
Glass Joe and Dragon Chan?
No, well, Dragon Chan and the guy with the stick. There's the dragon hair. The dragon hair guy has silver hair, and then there's the old monk.
Oh yeah, you're right. Dragon Chan is the kickboxer. Rest assured, the old Chinese man's name is horrible.
I'm gonna have to look this up.
Old Man Fung.
Probably.
Or Mr. Miyagi.
Noodles Kung Fu or something ridiculous.
But, I mean, Nintendo said, those guys said, ARMS, these are our new characters. I'm like, you better back this up instead of being, just one and done people.
I think, well, they've only shown 5, but to be a $60 fighting game, I mean, we've got to have at least 12.
Mm-hmm.
Token.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't the game where you're getting that peripheral for the fight stick. It's got to be something else.
Well, that's coming up next.
Yeah.
But any final thoughts on ARMS? I know I think this is a game we'll have to play to see, but how about you guys?
Yeah, I just kind of feel like it's probably going to be one of those ones that you play it for like a week or 2 and get bored with it.
I don't know. The Smash community has, people that I follow from the Smash community got a chance to play it, and they said it was surprisingly deep. So it might have legs or arms in this case.
And I guess it really just comes down to having to give it a try, I guess.
Yeah, and you can play it with a regular controller, which I assume will tone down the motion elements a bit, but not all the way. Unless each fist has like L and R as independent punches, and you can steer them with the sticks, but that doesn't seem as fun. I didn't put Splatoon 2 on here. I don't think there's a ton to say about it that won't derail us for like an hour and a half.
There's awesome new specials.
One of the specials turns you into a Dreadnought from Cobra, which is amazing. No one knows who that is except me. I think his name is Razorback. He has the missile launchers.
Then there's the jetpack.
Oh, you mean Flood?
Whatever.
Flood with a giant paint cannon. I saw that in some of the play videos. The jetpack doesn't go very high. And it has issues going from level to level. And that can screw up your aim. But
I'm sure that was probably an early build though. So
Yeah, I'm sure they'll fix it, but it has some issues that they need to iron out. But it is a demo build, so it's not indicating. They didn't show any of the other ones because the people playing were terrible. But
you're implying that gaming media and journalists aren't good at playing video games?
when you use a charger rifle and you just continually rapid shot for some reason to try to fill the ground, you're not doing it right. That's not your job in a Splatfest.
Nope.
Or a turf war, I should say.
Splatoon 2 is going to be that game also where folks are going to get that taste of free Wi-Fi, free online.
Well, I know what the pay service is going to debut with Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. You're like, well, you got Mario Kart and Splatoon free for a few months. Now here comes the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Then
like the second you connect Smash to like the online or something, maybe they'll give you like a character.
I'm pretty sure they will. But that'll happen around E3. So we'll talk more in depth on Splatoon 2. It'll probably either be out by the time E3 happens or out after E3. So we'll talk more about it then. We'll know what the share button does by then too. Maybe we can actually stream some matches.
You kidding? It's Nintendo. It's probably the share video is going to be like a 2-minute video.
Well, Splat or Turf Wars are only 3 minutes, so that actually won't be too bad. Okay, so next up, Neo Geo. This wasn't in the event, but this happened a little bit after. SNK announced 5 Neo Geo games are coming out for Switch. They didn't say if it's probably Virtual Console.
More likely.
There's a Metal Slug game, and then 3 fighters that I don't recognize, and another shooter that I haven't heard of. Well, there's King of Fighters 98, which I did obviously recognize. And then one called Waku Waku, which is the weirdest damn thing I've ever seen in my life. I described it. Let's see. Waku Waku might be a shared fever dream. It has an elf, a JoJo, the bike kid from Airmaster, a living metal slug, literally a metal slug with a face painted on it that walks around on its treads, and Big the Cat looking for Dragon Balls. Then Pat said JoJo is not a class, and I said, you'd think so.
Next you're going to say, that's impossible.
No. Oh my god, the picture. It's literally Big the Cat with like giant bat ears. I guess it could be Totoro from that movie instead.
Totoro is Big Stand.
Good God.
He would have it. Okay, here are the games. Waku Waku 7. That implies that there's either 7 more of these or they're talking about the Dragon Balls. Shock Troopers, World Heroes Perfect, and Metal Slug 3. King of Fighters comes out in March. The rest of these are following suit. Probably the next couple of months. I don't... Some of these are... And this is why the arcade stick is coming out. I can guarantee it. Most of these are fighters. I've never heard of Shock Troopers before. Let me see. There's a YouTube link to these in the link I found. This is on Kotaku, by the way, so anyone can find this.
Okay.
I know this is boring. Everyone, I'm sorry. Oh, it looks like it's a fighting game with large-breasted women. So,
well, okay.
So this will be a game that Kraska would be interested in.
Oh, wow.
When can I pre-order?
This is basically G.I. Joe.
Video eating
Look at guy with a boomerang.
He's got to be from Australia.
No, he's black with an afro. He's pretty much not from Australia.
Yeah, of course he is.
As far as Japanese people are concerned. Okay, it's a top-down shooter. It's pretty weird.
Strike so hard.
That is so odd. So yeah, most of these are fighting games, but all of them can use the arcade stick. So there you go. I just thought it was notable that people are saying there's not a lot of games, but you're discounting Virtual Console.
They always discount Virtual Console
almost entirely, and
mm-hmm.
that doesn't seem fair.
Well, that's just how people are.
I mean, we know those, but we don't know every game yet.
Obviously.
Yeah, I'm sure we're getting about 10 games from here to September when the floodgates will open, but that's not a bad amount of games for launch. May I remind you that the Xbox and PS4 didn't have games of serious content until last year, and they still delayed half of the games that were supposed to come out to this year. And those got delayed to 2018.
Are we going to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3
no,
here?
we aren't, because that's a whole other thing.
When did they first announce that? I keep remembering it.
I think.
You sure it was 2? It feels like 5.
No, you just were expecting it for that long.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm pretty sure they would have already said something about it by now. I'm beginning to think it's Half-Life 3 all over again.
Yeah.
No, they said we're gonna see more of it this year, since we didn't see much of it last year.
That's what they say.
Square has a lot. Square was focused on Final Fantasy, and now that that's done terribly, they can move on.
The glitches are the best part of that game, man.
I knew it was going to happen. They've never freaking done anything like that before. Some of
it you saw that too, Pat.
Yeah.
I'd ride a chocobo like that. I don't think that's...
Standing on the chocobo. It's the greatest thing.
His arms
the
were
guys
crossed,
all
too. That's
stacked
the
together.
best part. It's almost like it was intentional.
The one where the guys they're jumping down and they're all standing on top of each other. I'm like, how is this even possible? He's perfectly landing on top of his head.
Because Square doesn't make the kind of game that is, and it's horrifyingly abundant that they have people who made like Deus Ex and stuff. Those guys could have helped, but you left it all to your Japanese developer team, and now you have this glitch-filled mess. I hope it does well for their sake. I don't want Square to go anywhere, but speaking of Square, I didn't cover any of their stuff because it's all just promises of games. New Dragon Quest, Project Octopath Traveler showed like 5 seconds of nothing, so there's really nothing to go on there. They both look
from the Bravely team though, so
yeah. Oh yeah, I think it's going to be good. I need an actual trailer.
Not much to go off of.
Yeah. Let's see. Next up, Street Fighter 2 HD Ultimate Collection. I don't actually remember the title for this, but it was shown after the debut. It's everything regarding Street Fighter 2 in HD. All the weird characters, all the additions.
So it's like arcade and turbo.
Arcade, turbo, Neo, everything. It's like 14 games worth of content. Puzzle Fighters in there for some reason. No. Puzzle Fighters. It looks neat. I've only seen it with the HD graphics turned off, which not the point, guys. But it's nice that that's an option for people. I saw one HD stage in a still, but I didn't get a chance to watch the video. It was the airfield. There's a woman in the airfield, guys.
She's always been there.
I've never seen her before because those faces were so blurry.
No, she's always been in that airfield.
I know, she's the person fist pumping with her leg up. I just thought that was a kid.
No. Good God, what kind of TV were you playing this game on?
My 14-inch tube television with a VCR built in. That's how I played all my video games until I got enough money for my TV.
That's such a sad situation, Jason.
You have no idea. I was playing Mass Effect for years. And then the symbols for the hacking game, if you don't play on an HD TV, you can't tell them apart.
Can't see them at all. Yeah.
So when I popped it in for the first time, I'm like, what the hell is this?
I do know that feeling, though, Jason. Playing on HD the first time was like, oh my God, I can see things now.
Yes. So I think...
We got ourselves another launch day game confirmed not too long ago too. Binding of Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
the
people
who
still
want
play
it.
that?
Apparently.
I don't know. I never cared for it, and I don't know.
But more
It's good.
importantly, we got ourselves Bomberman.
Yeah, I was just gonna say before we get to Zelda, and we're gonna be quick on Zelda because we still gotta cover Fire Emblem. Are there any other games that anyone's seen?
Well, Sonic Mania's confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
Saw it coming, but you know.
Yeah.
No, as of yet, no word on Ukulele officially.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be out. It's just not going to hit the release date of the other versions.
Yeah, we better
Shovel Knight is confirmed.
Ah, right.
2 versions. Now you can buy all the separate gameplay modes, a la carte, or you can buy what's called the Treasure Trove Edition, which will have all of them as they come out.
Yeah.
So if you've already bought the game, you get.
So it's like
Trove.
getting a season pass.
Sort of, but if you already bought Shovel Knight, you have Treasure Trove Edition.
Of course you do. You
You
get an upgrade already.
And they're going to raise the price of Shovel Knight. I would assume it's going to hit like it's 10 on Wii U. I think it's 10 everywhere. It's probably going up to 15 or 20 for the Treasure Trove Edition, and that's fine. I think they overextended themselves a little bit with these extra games, so I'm fine with them charging a little more. They've all been quality so far.
Yep. Plus, Yacht Club confirms they will start a new project by the end of the year. That's not Shovel Knight.
They're almost done. They released the gender swap mode with not Plague Knight.
Shield
is
Knight.
it Plague Knight?
It would be King and Shield.
Spectre Knight, that's it.
We still got King Knight left too.
Yeah, King Knight has his own, and it sounds like it's not going to play like anyone expects. So that'll be fun.
Yep.
And all the other versions of the game are getting the amiibo features, except the custom night mode, apparently.
Yeah.
So the multiplayer and stuff.
Let's
see. I think that's about it.
Oh well, for anybody interested in it, Disgaea 5.
Oh yeah.
There's a complete edition that's pre-orderable now. I saw a link on Twitter for it.
I mean, I like the concept of Disgaea, but it's just not for me.
I'm not familiar with the series. Maybe if it gets reduced or something, I might pick it up on a whim.
Apparently, it's a game where if you like to grind, it's the game for you. Because you can go into dungeons that have dungeons in them.
Oh God!
That sword you just picked up, 99 dungeons in it to make it a better sword.
Oh.
Yeah.
But there's penguins, I think I saw.
Yeah, those are your junk troops. They explode on contact with things. They're called.
Gunther, no.
You just say exploding penguins.
They're dead stuffed penguins, but yes.
Very interesting.
It's very anime-esque humor. It goes kind of the opposite of video game trends, where like the girls are younger and don't have crazy proportions. Well, 1 or 2 do, but
you lie.
Again, I haven't really played any ones. When they first started coming out, they were PS1 games, and they were hard to find. Like, you know how it is with those weird Japanese strategy RPGs. They're super expensive to find now, and I mean, I would have almost preferred they release a collection alongside this. I'm sure there is one somewhere, but
a guy named Ronaldo has one.
We got confirmed reports of Lego City Undercover.
Oh yeah, I mean the version that works and doesn't load for 7 years.
Oh god, I love Lego City Undercover, but the load times, even I can't.
Well, it's coming to PS4 and Xbox One too, so I hope they fix that.
Yeah, and Rayman Legends, another port.
Complete edition is what they said.
Yeah, right. Until Microsoft wants it too.
Well, complete edition just means it has all the extra content, I guess.
That is correct. Yes.
I don't know. I never played that game. My brother was super into it, the demo and all the stuff. I don't
It's
think
so
he ever actually
weird.
bought it though.
It's
The only
so
stages that look really good and like press like some weird primal Super NES button for me are the ones where you have to jump in time to the music.
Oh, those are good stages, yeah.
Yeah.
I have the tiger and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's a good game. It's just I'm still salty from that stupid delay because of Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got
That's it. So yeah, let's...
Skyrim. And wait,
Oh,
how can we forget our lords and masters at EA for FIFA?
Well, FIFA is the most popular. They're not wrong. It's the most popular sports
It is
game
the
in the
most
world.
popular sports game
If that
in the
does
world.
well, we're going to get EA
Right.
games. If it doesn't, we're not.
They're absolutely right about that. That's because soccer's the most popular sport in the world. So
We have the most
in all
efficient
honesty,
soccer game in existence.
in all honesty, the majority of people who buy the FIFA games in my store are
European.
no, not European.
Indian?
Yeah, for lack of a better term, yeah, Indian and Mexicans and Mexican Americans. So they buy lots of FIFA.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think NBA was also on that list too.
Oh,
So-
yeah, it is. But again, FIFA's their test game.
Mm-hmm.
But he did name his child Luigi as part of the Dark Pact. So
We were apparently we were close to getting Borderlands, but apparently Nintendo stopped communications with them.
no, that's Randy Pitchford being an asshole.
Oh, goody.
He just doesn't want to. He said this. He said he wouldn't release Borderlands 2 on the Wii U unless there was a reason to use the controller. And I'm
Right,
like,
Nintendo. didn't
like you know,
do-
like put in their stat menu, or on the second screen, or a giant map. Anything. There are a billion ways to use that for Borderlands 2. He just doesn't like Nintendo systems. He's also Sega kind of fucked him over with that Aliens Colonial Marine game. So he's probably a little... Well, I say Sega fucked him over. He fucked Sega over. That's probably why Nintendo stopped any talks. I like Gearbox games, but Randy Pitchford has proven to be kind of an asshole. And I'd prefer he leave the company. But that's for another podcast.
But yeah, there's 80 games in development right now, so maybe we'll see some
We're
more.
going to get a ton of blowout at E3. This, again, guys, when this comes out, it's 3 months to E3. Don't worry.
Plus, compared to when the regular 3DS launched, this is going to be amazing compared to that.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
You know what I got when the 3DS launched? Street Fighter and like Lego Star Wars. That day.
I got... Oh my god, I don't think I got it.
I did get Street Fighter. I don't remember. Oh,
I got
yeah.
Street Fighter as part of the Humble Bundle, like last month, not last month, like 3 months ago.
I sold my copy of Street Fighter, though. I was like, I wasn't going to play this anymore.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I got after that. All I know is I got a crap load of games, so... All right.
I didn't get a day one 3DS, I don't think. I waited for Pokemon. I think
I was like day 3 or something.
My brother got it. He got all those crazy games and stuff for being an early adopter.
Yeah, I got them. You got it within like the first couple months, I think.
Yeah, it was after the cutoff, actually. I'm like, I don't care enough to buy it yet.
I know Krista got hers, but yeah, I didn't really have any reason to get one right away.
I was like that with the Wii U. And that's how I kind of knew it wasn't going to do well, because I'm like, I'll always buy a day one Nintendo system. Hell, I waited in line for the Wii U. Or not the Wii U, the regular Wii. And that was living hell.
Yeah.
Fun times. I waited 6 months for that to come out. Paid off.
I'll never do it again. All online for Jason from now on.
I got really lucky with the Wii because Krista's uncle actually was he worked at a Toys R Us and he was able to put one aside for both of us.
Huh.
Oh man, the security at Toys R Us must be lax. We weren't allowed to touch those things.
Oh yeah, the whole fiasco that we just had with the Nintendo Classic. Yeah, we're not going to see those things ever again.
More is supposed to be coming out soon, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying there was an issue at our store, so
Oh well.
I'm sure if you ask Crosco about it, he'll be glad to tell you all about it.
I'm sure if I want to hear how much bullshit it was,
That'll be the first thing he says too.
They let me buy 5 and not 10.
Yeah. No, it was kind of shady what they were doing, so I understand why they're doing this, but whatever.
Well, now you can do pre-orders, and I think that's probably what instigated the pre-orders.
Yep.
Okay, so I think we're done. Let's move on to Zelda super fast. The trailer. I saw the Japanese one. Liked it. Saw the American one. Don't like Zelda's voice in the American one.
Yeah, her voice is really irritating.
It's a little too deep for, I think she's supposed to be 16.
But she sounds like a 43-year-old woman.
She sounds like Samus.
That's Impa.
So Linda Belcher is what you're saying.
Not Linda Belcher.
Jennifer Hale, you swine.
More like this. Sort of like this, but if it wasn't a 35-year-old trying to imitate a woman.
So a female Kermit the Frog?
No.
Skull.
I don't know. It is a Muppet, though, that I'm thinking of.
New Zealand.
No.
No,
It's a little too deep for a girl that's supposed to be, like, young.
I see.
Other than that, the rest of the English voice cast wasn't too bad, from what we heard.
So was it lower than
lower than it was higher than Miley Cyrus.
Lower than Rosalina's voice in the Super Mario Galaxy?
Rosalina a little higher than Rosalina, but still too old sounding. Like she sounded like
that is.
Yeah.
Okay, I get your range now. What the hell?
Well, what I'm thinking is since Monolith probably helped with this game, maybe they were able to grab some of the VAs from Xenoblade.
No, none of them had an accent. So.
No, X.
Oh, okay.
And that was a game we didn't talk about, you fools.
Well, let's say to talk about it. They showed 5 seconds of...
That is enough for a 10-minute analysis.
I know. We'll do that some other time because I don't want to be here all night. If we didn't have to do the Fire Emblem thing, we would have talked about Xenoblade a little more.
Can we get
the
McDonald's?
Luck Dragon starts eating a tree. That's all you need to know about that trailer. No, but they showed some new Zoras. They are ocean Zoras, not river Zoras.
He's got a shark ahead.
Yes, that was the best thing. This is our first red Zora. The princess. I don't think we've seen any other colors before. The shark guy is black. So
I thought it was purple or magenta.
I didn't get a quick look at him. So I can't really discern those colors unless I look at them a long time. So they kind of just become black if they're gone by too fast.
We got our not Nabaru also.
Mm-hmm.
Our
So
Gerudo
we have Rito. We've confirmed Rito. They've shown Gerudo relics.
Narunya.
Zora. The forest kids. What are they called? The Koroks. We've seen that.
Well, the kids were the Kokiri.
Yeah, but then they became the Koroks. This leads me to believe it's set maybe after Wind Waker.
I would assume so. I mean,
well, if not Wind Waker, then an alternate timeline. Some people are saying this is the loser timeline, but I don't know.
I mean, there was even like a bird guy, but I mean, it was different than what Wind Waker had since he actually had a bird face.
Well, he's a parrot. Yeah, that's what. Maybe they. Well, we can chalk that up to Wind Waker's design aesthetic.
And you have a Deku tree that Link did meet.
Mm-hmm.
So unless it's a reincarnated one from Ocarina.
Well, it can't be a direct sequel to Wind Waker because we have 2 already.
Right.
It's a mess. We'll see. I don't think we're going to know where this fits for a long time. I do like that there's some something leaked from the. Somebody looked at the Hylian on one of the documents in the trailer, and apparently the robots are Sheikah designs. And people were so terrified of them that the Sheikah were exiled from the kingdom.
Well, but the tier symbol does mean that, yeah, when the Sheikah were basically banished from the royal kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Which means this could be leading in the Legend of Zelda. It kind of makes sense in that regard. Because there's no Sheikah. Most of the races seem to be extinct. But, we'll see. Let's see. There's not too much else. Obviously, the story is going to be really intense. Looks like Zelda actually... You're not alone for very long, from the looks of it.
I wonder if it's one of those things with the story where, even though what they said, you could march yourself to the end of the game.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if you were able to bypass, like, all the story.
Well, they tell you where to go, but I don't, like, I think you can get to the last castle, but you're not going to get in there. They said it's swarming with guardians. So...
Well, that'd be pretty something else if you can get multiple endings, depending on how much of the story you actually go through.
Yeah.
Like, if you go in there without Zelda, I mean, maybe you can fight Ganon, but he ends up killing you, and that's like one of the endings is a bad end.
Yeah, they love doing that now. Yeah, that would be
and fun. Another timeline split.
I don't think they should consider the loss of an official timeline, because it's not. You can't lose in Ocarina of Time. You have to be so bad. It's not physically possible to lose that game. Unless you're doing something dumb like a 3-heart run. I don't know. I do... I don't know. I can't wait to play this game. I don't know how...
I know, right?
There's so much. I think you're going to get an airship at some point.
You steal it from Falco.
Well, it seems like that's actually the remains of the Sky Temple, which would be neat.
You can rent and tame horses, and the horses can even die.
Yeah, I think you can tame animals in general, and they've been conspicuously absent from the trailers, unless you can cook them.
Imagine you can go train a squirrel to go like into a bokoblin camp and steal stuff for you, like food.
Well, I was thinking, like, we know Wolf Link's programming isn't specifically for him. So I'm thinking, like, you can find, like, a wild dog or a wolf, give them some meat, and they'll eventually help you hunt and fight monsters.
I thought it was said at some point. I don't know where I remember hearing or reading it that you could train other animals.
Well, I know the horse taming has been a thing for a while, but they, like I said, they've shown the fox in the trailer is my first indication that there's animals other than prey and birds. So we'll see. I think they're trying to save that as a surprise.
Speaking of surprise, we got ourselves 2 more amiibo.
Oh yeah, Zelda and the Bokoblin.
Yeah.
I guess
they
do.
Well,
we don't know what any of these do, unfortunately. The ones
we do.
Well, we know what the regular Zelda ones do, but we don't know what the...
Yeah. Well, we didn't get a Ganon one yet because they want to keep that secret, I think, what his human form is going to look like in this game.
I kind of hope it's just a big cloud with eyes, and then I have to make an amiibo out of that.
And it looks like also with the induction of Zelda's amiibo, the amiibo price tag is going to permanently be $15.99 now.
It almost has to be for those. They're too big otherwise.
Yeah.
This is going to be a top-heavy year for amiibo. We got, at least 10 coming out?
We got the 5 for Breath of the Wild. We got 2 for Fire Emblem. We got 3 more Smash ones.
Yeah.
So that's 10 so far.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Oh, and Poochie for 11.
Mm-hmm. We might get more. They just announced them for Echoes. They didn't announce any for Warriors or FE Switch. So.
Well, FE Switch is next year, so.
Yeah, but There's almost guaranteed to be amiibos.
Well, FE Warriors will probably get some.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's just going to support the existing ones, but unless there's a new character in there.
And Mario with the googly-eyed hat for Mario Amiibo number 7.
I'd buy that, honestly.
Pimp Bowser.
I say this, I don't mind repeat figures as long as they're good. Like, I have now 3 Mega Man figures. All shooting at Darth Vader.
Those shots will never get through.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Now
I gotta wait for the Link figure arts. I gotta find him, or not Link, Luke, and he's gonna fight alongside him.
The music in the Zelda trailer was exceptional.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that was the producer for the music is what, from Animal Crossing?
Well, he's done a lot of stuff. But yeah, I believe he's from Animal Crossing. I mean, Nintendo's musician pool is the best. There's like, they're industry defining, so I don't doubt any of them have range.
The music's actually, it's something that I'm still kind of wondering about, since they said that on the entire kind of world map that you're not going to have the music. It's just so you hear the nature sounds. But I'm just wondering.
They're going to do it like in Wind Waker, where music would sort of flare up when you're fighting.
Mm-hmm. Maybe when you go inside the actual official dungeons, there'll be music.
Or it could just be delegated to cutscenes. I mean, either way would be fine with me.
I'm just wondering. It seems like the majority of the game would probably be played without music, though. So I'm just wondering how much music there is in the game.
Well, if we assume they haven't shown in town yet.
Oh yeah.
We could assume the towns would have music because you can just say somebody's playing it in the background. Towns might have music, cutscenes.
Maybe when you're shopping.
Yeah, stuff like that. So that would be. I'm sure it's a decent. I mean, one of the versions of the game comes with a CD, so there has to be a ton of music on it.
Yes.
I saw it said sound selections or something like that, so I assume it's not the full soundtrack, but...
No, never.
Then, yeah. Even though I got one for Twilight Princess laying around here somewhere, it's only like 4 songs. Even that Smash Brothers CD, I only had like 13 songs on it, and none of them were from Mega Man. I'm like, why did I get this? Because it was free.
Because it was free.
Okay.
Speaking of that special edition, I got myself the Master one. Oh my god. 4 a.m.
I just don't care enough. I mean, the statue of the sword is nice, but I have the actual Master Sword. $20 on Think Geek, everybody.
How can that be there? It's supposed to be inside a Ganon's skull.
I'm waiting for my special SD order on that. I didn't buy the shield because it's not scaled right, but the sword is pretty funny.
Yeah, I could not go to sleep that night after the direct because I knew it was going to go up, and there it was finally, and then I was like, click, done, sleep.
Mm-hmm. I tried a few times to get the Amazon ones because I get discounts on all those. And $20 off the game for the Master Collection would have been fine, but it just never showed up, so I'm like, whatever.
It didn't take long. It was like up for maybe about 5 to 10 minutes on that night.
So I think that wraps up Switch. We will move on to the Fire Emblem Direct. This should go pretty fast.
Fire Emblem.
I think we're going to have a lot to say about mobile, but they didn't really show us much for the 2 games that we actually might be interested in. So, Echoes. First up, I was shocked this was a 3DS game. Thought for sure they would have just ported it to Switch, but it looks terrible. So 3DS is probably better for it. I don't mean that it looks terrible to play, I mean that it looks horrible for a game. Especially because like all the other Fire Emblem games look pretty good. I don't know what happened. Probably because this one has to have an overworld. Does anyone want to play this?
Yes, actually.
It's sort of a weird mix of Zelda with turn-based combat, which I swear I've seen before, but I can't remember where.
Well, I mean, it's Gaiden, so people like Gaiden.
Well, it's an NES sequel, so obviously it's going to be different. I don't know. It comes two amiibos, so it's going to have amiibo support. They haven't said what yet. But I don't know. It's not. Fire Emblem's just not my thing. Which is why I was looking forward to our next game on the list, Warriors. And now I'm less so excited about it because it looks terrible again. But this has no excuse. Unless they showed the 3DS version instead of the Switch version. In which case, that's fine. That's why it looks terrible. But again, this has quite a few months left before it comes out, so I'm hoping they'll polish Warriors up quite a bit. It does not look like it should for a Switch. Or even a Wii U game. I don't know how it looks worse than Hyrule Warriors, but it does. Chrom and his sword look nice. Nothing else did. I don't know. Anything to say on Warriors, you guys?
I'll just wait till we get more of the roster before E3 or during E3.
Well, I can tell you, it's gonna have every Fire Emblem amiibo released to that point.
Tharja.
Oh yeah, definitely Tharja. It's Tecmo Koei, so they need every busty lady character. Tharja
Right.
amiibo coming, everyone.
Camela, baby.
Bayonetta for some reason.
I think one of the biggest things for me is whether it's going to have the local multiplayer or not.
It probably will. Actually, it should be better on Switch because you can you just have your buddy bring his over. For LAN, or it seems like a lot of these games support split screen right off the bat, and so it shouldn't be that big of a problem.
I just had a lot of fun with the Hyrule Warriors playing that with Krista, but then when the 3DS version came out, obviously we couldn't play that together.
Yeah.
Speaking of 3DS,
yeah. It's also coming out. That's what I said. Yeah, it's coming out on 3DS too. I don't know why.
Just new 3DS though.
Yeah. But again, it seems like it's unnecessary. Both versions are portable. I don't need the 3DS version.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe they're just afraid that some people aren't going to want to jump on the Switch yet, so they still want to sell the game.
I guess, but how would you want this on 3DS after you played Hyrule Warriors on 3DS? Even the new 3DS upgrades didn't help.
Maybe it's been in development that long where they just couldn't let it go.
We have it. We have to put it out, I guess. You're right. Well, there should be at least DLC parity, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
If you can transfer saves between the two, again, there's no reason to, but maybe there's something there. But I don't know. I want to play this game. It just needs to look way better. I'm almost positive the level Chrom was in was the Hyrule Castle. So this, I don't know. They need to fix some things. We'll just do. Fire Emblem Switch was announced. Nothing. Not even a name. It's coming out in 2018 though, so.
But I love working title.
Fire Emblem working title. In this game, you play a peasant who has to upgrade to a lord.
It's one of those esoteric Square Enix titles.
No, I'm sure they'll have more at E3. I'm like, guys, at least have a name for it before you. Fire Emblem. This time you can touch more than faces. Not in America.
Sweet elbow action.
Tap them on their shoulder.
Help them eat that sandwich. Play rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, that's exactly what it will be. They won't be able to remove the mode because there's so many different things you can do. Give them a thumbs up.
Yep.
Hey, soldier, point your right Joy-Con at your right hand, or your left hand, and thumbs up.
Oh my god! It's gonna be the other M remake where you can actually have Samus give the thumbs up, the thumbs down.
Hold your right Joy-Con away from you and give a salute with your hand. Oh man, we've ruined this game and it hasn't even been made yet. Okay. All of those things will be in it, I guarantee you, folks. Okay, so next up. This is the big one. Mobile Fire Emblem. This is a gacha game, as I understand it, where you grind for characters, or you can just pay to summon them. It's a mostly random summon, unfortunately. This doesn't look to have much outside of that as transactions, though, so that's nice. It's probably going to cost money. They didn't announce a price or anything like that. It looks okay. There's no turn limits. There's no wait 2 days to play a game again. The only thing you pay for is characters. That's fine with me. All the characters have crazy new art. I've recognized a few of them, though I can't place the artist off the top of my head. I don't know. What do you guys think?
If my phone can get it and it's decent, fine. Otherwise, my phone's a piece of crap, and I wouldn't care otherwise.
I know my phone can probably get it, but I don't. I'll buy it just to support Nintendo, but I don't think I'll play it much. Mario Run just wasn't fun to me, but that's more because
Yuri Lowenthal loves Long Ku. Don't get me wrong, I like Long Ku too, but I mean, come on, rein it in, buddy.
Bill was so excited that he got Long Ku. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I like Mario Run as a concept. I'm just not a mobile game player. I need some precision. This might be a little different because all you do is point and drag, and that's fine. That's what Fire Emblem games are.
Point, drag, and curse random number generators.
Yes, as always. Though it seems like that's a little less important in this than raw numbers.
You got a 97%. 97%.
I didn't see any percents.
They'll be in there.
We'll see.
You'll have a 3% chance of not hitting, and you're gonna hit that. You're gonna get critted. You're gonna get everything you don't want to happen to you.
The direct overall wasn't very good. That opening felt like it took forever.
Yeah, they should have.
That's the opening cinema of the game, guys. I don't need to see all that.
Yeah, you do.
I don't, because I'm never gonna play the game.
That's why you need to see it.
I would have probably started with.
I would have got FE Switch out of the way, gone to Warriors, then Echoes, and then Mobile, because those are the. I think for purists, those two are the more important ones.
I probably would have did FE Switch, Mobile, and then Echoes, then Warriors. No, Warriors, then Echoes.
I think Fire Emblem Mobile is going to do really well.
That is breaking news, yes.
That's what people are going to think. When I get Zencaster set up, I'm going to be able to play sound effects and stuff. So we'll see.
Boing.
We're going to have to vote on what our segue to the topics is going to be. So the other stuff about mobile, right now you can vote for which two characters get a custom skin. One male, one female. So we know Tharja and Crom are going to win.
Yep.
Maybe Lynn. She's up in the running too. But no, it's probably going to be Tharja. They haven't mentioned any disparity between the America and Japanese versions yet. But I don't think you're going to get the beach bikini characters in America. Sorry, guys.
Stupid.
Those are canon, by the way, so they can actually introduce this.
Stupid censorship. I mean localization.
They didn't mention any player versus player either, but I'm sure there will be. And also, you can pre-reg starting the 19th.
The 19th? That's 3 days from now.
3 days? That's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It is actually literally tomorrow when we're recording this. So yeah, that covers it. I think that's it for this week. Any final thoughts on either topic?
My poor wallet.
I'm actually, I mean, this is kind of in general, as far as not necessarily just Fire Emblem. Is that what you're asking, or just the whole?
Both topics, yeah. Either Fire Emblem or Switch.
I'm just kind of more on the Zelda. I'm just kind of curious how many people are actually going to buy it for Switch. I've heard a lot of people saying that they don't feel like buying a new console just for it, that they're just going to get the Wii U version.
I don't know. I'm
You'll
sure
probably-
that... I honestly don't see the point. The Switch version is going to look better and play better.
You're probably going to get instant videos of comparisons up as soon as launch, like instantly, like load times and everything.
I'm going to buy a Switch anyway. I might as well just get Zelda for that. My Wii's already packed up for the most part.
I think most of what people were saying is just the fact that there weren't enough games to warrant getting the Switch now, so they'd rather just play Zelda on the Wii U for that reason.
That's every console launch, though. There's never
I know.
games in the first 4 months. It's been really bad this generation because it's extended into years. With very few high-profile titles. So it's an unfair complaint to levy specifically at Nintendo. It's all fine and good that you're getting games for your Xbox now, but you weren't last year. And it had been out for 2 years at that point, so... I don't know. I don't think that's a fair assessment.
I think also...
They just don't... They're mad because their Zelda game isn't Wii U exclusive. Mark?
I was also thinking another unfair assessment I think people have been lobbing at Nintendo in terms of, where the games is. Too many people got themselves, I think, overhyped thanks to all the rumored stuff, like Rabbids and all that stuff.
So what you're saying is that people believe the rumors.
Well, they come from the totally infallible ones out there. And it's like, okay, yeah, where's our Mario Rabbids game? Where's
E3 is where it is. I don't know what they're expecting.
Where's Mother 3? Where's
They're talking about games that are coming out by the time they have to go to stockholders and show their fiscal reports. They're not going to talk about stuff. They showed a little bit just to show people stuff is coming, but they don't have to worry about that until May. So,
yep.
I don't know. And
like
people,
Brothers.
Okay. Part of it, part of this is a console usually launches after E3. And it goes in the Christmas season, so they have to have 30 games ready. But this has literally almost a year to Christmas. They have plenty of time, guys.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I guess I wonder why they decided to wait until after the holidays.
They wanted to build up a title. They probably had fewer titles than what they have now for launch, and they just they wanted to build up a few more. But I guarantee there's going to be at least 7 or 8 games coming out before E3, which no one's going to buy all those. Don't act like you are. That's more than enough for 3 months.
I'm sure. I mean, for at least older people, I mean, it's not a big deal. But for kids, it's got to suck though. right after Christmas, and they're like, "Oh, I want the Switch," and it's like, no, you're gonna have to wait until either next Christmas or your birthday or whatever, you know.
I think they're going for diehards right now.
Mm-hmm.
Though GameStop's been pretty generous with upgrade offers, so I think you get $75 if you trade any system in towards a Switch.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna take advantage. I still have my old Wii, and Krista still has her old the original 3DS.
I do think I still have a Wii laying around here. If I can find all the connections, maybe I'll do that. I want to do my Wii U, but I don't know if there's going to be a system transfer or anything like that.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that just yet until I know.
Like, there's a few games that don't use a Wii remote or anything, or the second screen, like Guacamelee, where I want to keep this, but oh well. So yeah, I think that'll wrap it all up. Though that's tempting, because if I traded in both of those, that's an extra $75 each. I'll have to think about it. Okay, so that's it for this week. You can find us on Twitter at King Riptor and at Analyst Duelist. We'll be ask us questions. We're more than happy to answer stuff. We want to try to build a community at some point. We have a Facebook page. Don't bother. I haven't updated it. It's terrible. Well, no one uses it. I'm sorry.
True.
Yeah. I keep it up for the off chance somebody will actually ask a question on there someday.
Meanwhile, that one furious commenter is saying, "You guys didn't talk about Mario Kart."
What's there to talk about? They added Inklings and King Boo.
And a battle mode, excuse me.
The only reason to play Mario Kart, in my opinion, so I will actually be buying this version. Let's see. You can follow Steve on Otaku Henshin, facebook.com/Otaku Henshin online, or the store itself, otakuhenshin.com. Steve does not pay us in any way for advertisement. We just do it because he's our friend.
And he has awesome stuff on his tour.
Yes. What?
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. Wait, what did he say? Awesome stuff on
He
his tour?
He has awesome stuff on his tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said he offered us stuff. Like, what?
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Obviously, that's not the case.
No, Steve, if you
Jason,
want
your
to.
box of Amaru-chan stuff's arrived.
I recently bought some stuff from Steve. It's not his fault that it doesn't actually release until July. The Japanese store system is a little weird like that. But I'm getting a very nice Link figure from him in a few months. I also bought a cool Darth Vader figure arts. If you're not familiar with figure arts, they're superposable figures. Detail varies depending on the property. But Vader's pretty cool. He doesn't have any more. I bought the last one. And I got a little Mega Man that is apparently manga inspired.
Did you get the Luffy one?
Hmm?
Did you get the Luffy one?
Oh, I didn't buy that from Steve. I got that like 6 years ago. And then they canceled that line, so...
As a Fire Emblem fan, I got Cordelia from Steve, and I will be getting a Kamala one soon. So,
Mark has a Fire Emblem fetish.
shut up.
No.
But yes, he offers quite a variety of neat little anime figures. So give him a browse. And that's going to wrap up the show for this week. We will see you all later. We're out.